Here's why Kobe Bryant was Michael Jordan's greatest opponent. Kobe Bryant was one of the greatest basketball players to ever live. Rest in peace to the late great Kobe Bryant, the legendary Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan we all know as the GOAT, the greatest player of all time. Kobe Bryant studied him. Growing up, Kobe Bryant wanted to be like Michael Jordan. He studied his game, he studied his moves, he studied a ton of legendary NBA basketball players, but Michael Jordan was that one sauce that he can look at and see greatness and say, you know what, I want my game to get to that level. Could my game get to that level? I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. So he put all his soul inside basketball. There was nobody more competitive than Kobe Bryant like Michael Jordan. There was nobody more competitive than Michael Jordan like Kobe Bryant. Matter of fact, players feared Michael Jordan. So many players did not want to play against Michael Jordan. It was hard to play against Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan can do it all. He can go to the lane. He can shoot a three-pointer. He can shoot from the outside to inside. He can dunk on anybody. He can do whatever he wants. He intimidated players. He trash talk. He do whatever. He gets mind control over his opponent. And nobody didn't know how to guard him. His fadeaway was lethal. Everything he could do was just beautiful. The way his acrobat, it was just incredible to watch. And then you get Kobe Bryant, growing up as a kid, tearing it up in high school, winning the state championship, going straight to the NBA from high school, and being able to play against the person that you studied your entire career. This is the only player we've ever seen being in the game with your rival, one of the greatest players of all time, never shied away from that competition, never was afraid, and still was able to learn from this person. He was learning from Michael Jordan as he was playing. Kobe Bryant would be in the middle of the game at half court with Michael Jordan asking questions like, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? And Michael Jordan saw that competitive drive in Kobe Bryant. And all he did was share that information because he looked at Kobe Bryant, man, like, man, I love this kid. This kid is not scared. This kid is out here really giving his all. Kobe Bryant didn't go on vacations. He didn't go party with the guys. He didn't go do none of that stuff. Kobe Bryant just trained. He worked. He trained. He worked. He worked and he worked and he worked and he worked and he worked until he couldn't work no more. His entire career was filled up with wanting to be the greatest basketball player that he can possibly be. Kobe Bryant was so focused on becoming that guy that he gave his soul to the game. When he was playing against Michael Jordan saw that he never shied away from that competition. Kobe Bryant was giving his all. Kobe Bryant was like just unmatched. Like he was just so incredible to watch. Michael Jordan said in his own words that Kobe Bryant may have been way more mentally tougher than me. Michael Jordan also said in his own words that Kobe Bryant is just as cursed as I am, meaning that his competitive drive is to the extreme, that he would go to the extreme, that go through anything to win. He would go to any heights to overcome any that he needed to overcome to get to that win. When other NBA players would tell Kobe Bryant, hey, you know, when you go up against Jordan, you know, be careful, or don't do this or don't do that, you know, and Kobe would just say, what? You know, like, I'm that guy too. So Kobe looked at the game and he never was afraid. And he knew that, hey, when I'm going in this game, I'm playing anybody who I play, I'm playing to win, even if that is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan would become his mentor later on, as if Kobe would come to him and ask him questions about anything. How do you do this on the court? How do you do that? How do you defeat this opponent? What was you thinking when you did this? Kobe Bryant was so strategic and scientific about how he wanted to see his game become. And he would ask Michael Jordan, because what better way to become the greatest than to ask the greatest of your generation, you know? And he would just ask Michael Jordan questions. And Michael Jordan, most people don't want to give their secrets. Most people don't want to give their information because, you know, they're afraid that, hey, I'm that guy right now. And if this guy becomes that guy, then I won't be that guy. Michael Jordan never was afraid of that. He knew what his game stand. And he saw that Kobe Bryant was the next generation, and Kobe Bryant was gonna come up and dominate as long as he stayed focused and he stayed on his grind and he kept working hard to get better. And that's all Kobe Bryant wanted to do, to keep working hard to get better. It's not that he wanted to be Michael Jordan. He wanted to become the best player that he could possibly become in his career. And that's what Kobe Bryant aimed for. He aimed to win as many championships as possible. That's what he said in his own words in the ESPN interview. I want to win as many championships as possible. That was my goal. And Kobe Bryant never shied away from that goal. You know, achieving 5 rings is very crazy. You know, we know that Jordan got 6 rings. Trying to get that 6th ring has been hard, but Kobe Bryant didn't live in that space to where he had to get the 6th ring. He only wanted to become the best player that he could possibly be, and that was winning as many championships as possible, getting his game up to pair with players like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, you know, the greats, anybody that was just extremely great. Kobe Bryant just studied these players, and he really studied Jordan. You know, being able to call Michael Jordan at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, send him text messages, asking him questions on how to do things, and Michael Jordan responding back to him and helping him, having dinner with him, you know, bonding with him. He became his big brother. Michael Jordan said that it would be painful, you know, and Kobe Bryant would be aggravating him and never stop asking him questions. That aggravation turned to a love. You know, Michael Jordan really loved Kobe Bryant, and we saw that when he shed tears at Kobe Bryant's memorial. Now we must know Kobe Bryant looked at Michael Jordan as the GOAT, and he was never afraid to say that. He never put himself way above Michael Jordan. As fans, we know how great Kobe Bryant was and how incredible of a player that he became, and that nobody compares to Michael Jordan like Kobe Bryant. Nobody ever will, nobody has. Somebody will come up and be very great, but as far as Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant studied that to the T, and he was one of the only players that got a chance to play against Michael Jordan and grow up watching him and be able to gain a bond where he could get secret information from Michael Jordan that nobody else would get. Most players were so intimidated to play against Michael Jordan, they didn't even learn from him or study him in that way. Michael Jordan even said, if I had to choose between LeBron James and Kobe Bryant, which is a hard choice because we know LeBron James is the greatest player in the world right now, but 5 rings beat 1, 4 rings beat 1, you know, 3, and we know that Kobe Bryant was that guy. It was all about winning championships. Kobe Bryant was also the only player to play for the same team his entire career, just like Michael Jordan. These are 2 players that have never switched teams. When Kobe Bryant was playing against Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant would be in his face. He would do everything he can to guard Michael Jordan, even though that was really hard to do. When Kobe Bryant would get back on the court and get on offense, he would not stop. Do everything he can to show Michael Jordan and the whole world who was watching the game that, hey, I'm here and I'm next. And nobody cannot deny that. There are some fans that even believe Kobe Bryant switching his number from 8 to 24 was symbolic to say that's me being 1 over Jordan. But there was no proof into that statement. So what we will say is that Kobe Bryant shows his competitive drive in different ways by showing the world that, hey, I'm really that good. I was really that great, you know, and Kobe Bryant would never be forgotten. Will always be remembered. We love Kobe Bryant so much. Overcoming injuries, overcoming everything, overcoming an Achilles, torn Achilles, overcoming multiple injuries. Kobe Bryant is a beast, man. Kobe Bryant is one of those players that never stopped fighting for what he believed in, never stopped fighting for what he wanted, never stopped fighting to be that best player that he can ever become. I don't know too many players that love the game, that work that hard. Kobe Bryant, in my book, will go down as one of the greatest basketball players that ever lived. And the single greatest basketball player to ever compete with Michael Jordan, to ever even come close to being as great as Michael Jordan. Rest in peace to the late great Kobe Bryant, the legendary Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan, we all know, the GOAT, the greatest player of all time.